There is a kind of a man who curses his father and does not bless his mother. Now he's talking about the kind of a man. That's a great question. What kind of a man are you? What kind of a woman are you? What kind? Interesting, isn't it? There's a kind of a man who curses his father and does not bless his mother. Oh my. There's a kind of a man who is pure in his own eyes, yet is not washed from his filthiness. He's blind. There is another kind. Oh, how lofty are his eyes, and his eyelids are raised in arrogance. There is a kind of a man whose teeth are like swords. He's giving us these different kinds of men. There's this kind of a man. His teeth are like swords, and his jaw teeth are like knives, to devour the afflicted from the earth and the needy from among men. What an interesting set of verses. Kind of makes you want to ask the question, what kind of a man am I? What kind of woman? Well, you women would say that. But you get the point. Wouldn't it be great? Now, there's none of us who can look in the mirror and say, I'm perfect, because you'd be more like the one who is lofty in his own eyes. So when we look at ourselves in the mirror, it's very important that what we see is Christ in us. This is really important. What we see, we must see Christ in us, at work in us. We're not perfect. There's not one of us who is perfect. Every one of us falls short in one way or another before the Lord. Is this not true? So what do we need to see then? How do we find hope? How do we find encouragement? Because we see Christ in us, the hope of glory. We see that he's at work in us, moving in our lives, strengthening us. And though we be imperfect, we are loved by our Father, who has invested eternity in us by giving us the Holy Spirit.